You see me? I know you see me with white tops, bro. It's okay. I'm gonna do you badly. Stay in the pocket, sweetheart. Playing or what, bro? Hmm. Are you playing, bro, or what? You just gonna sit here and look at each other's logos?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Let's go! 190! 190!
Throwing, Hundley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Hundley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here and move.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The first carry for DeMarco Murray. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down.
You better stay in that cover 2.
Still gonna lose.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Even
not the tie, but
yeah. Even
you got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Play fake here on first down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Here's McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. It's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Gordon on first down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On first down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a lawn.
Hello. What's up, Mr. Chair? What time?
As soon as possible. You armed, right?
No, I'm not on right now. Nope.
And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my paperwork.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta be armed. Thank you.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Flex round. Flex round.
He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
White. 180. Black 80. 11. Hey, go.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
13.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They run it with McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
11.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he will try, but he can't. He can't. I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense
was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
11, 11, 12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead, go ahead.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Go ahead. 13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? McKinnon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that one ups the lead to 22-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They gave up the 3. They're losing in this ball game. Now it's their chance to set the offensive tone for the second half.
And it's interesting how the offense will go about helping them, too, because so many times you're looking to control a game with your defense. Well, your defense just gave up 3. Now your offense, as you said, has to set a tone and get you back into it or ahead in the game. Let's see if they can pull it off and get downfield and do exactly that.
We'll see if they can. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ohio!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Hundley. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Tim Williams able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 1, Omaha. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Under 10, under 10, 10. Say, here we go, hurry up, hurry up.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the false start will back them up 5. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Black 80! 180! 12, fellas, here we go. Here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
11, 11, 6, 6. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. 11, 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Hundley. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Back to throw now on first down. Now he's flushed out left. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back them up 5. And the situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 56 yards. Garoppolo looking very comfortable running this Niners offense. He's got a 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Chargers getting set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This is Gordon, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Hundley now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
Ooh,
And
just
he
got
works
that
it
off.
past the 30,
Just got that
almost to
off.
the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. 48.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going
And
to do?
his
You don't go
touchdowns.
away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Go ahead. 11.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Over the middle, he finds pass complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath.
I try to let him beat himself by just let him play against the clock the last 4th quarter.
To gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What? 90.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the 49ers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with
clamps. On a person. Hundley. He said it for a clamp too.